They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon fruit, like that poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine stuff.
That girl thinks she can get
Oh,
along
what
with
did I
anything.
do wrong this time?
Protego! Lumos! Revelio!
Опа. Что нельзя?
Lumos! Revelio!
Пошел нахуй.
I hope the professor catches her this
She gets
time.
bolder
Professor could
every
arrive
year.
any moment.
Чаечек сюда.
You'll like it, trust me.
Орішки сюда. Що ще є?
My parents would
She gets
Яблуко
bolder
сюда.
every year.
A professor could arrive any moment.
Who does Nelly think she is, anyway?
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness!
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Так, я жорсткий. Як
It
кремень,
is
мені
true,
дракони не
but
страшні.
we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Що там следующее?
Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble.
По ідеї вони
I've
першогодки
mastered the charm
і
using
вже
its
кастують кучу
incantation,
спелів. І
but this is
питаються
proving a
кастувати
bit trickier.
безмовні спели. А в Гарріку безмовні тільки на 7-му курсі.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope
Shock.
so. If I can get it,
Получается,
Professor Ronan's sure to
Гаррик
be
тупой?
very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Ну ладно.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Да, ладно.
It'll be the next butterbeer.
Рон Уизли, блядь.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Треба професора Візлі знайти куди. Незручно, що писати.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Цікаво, мені прийдеться
Here you
плати
are.
сови.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Такий довольний.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Біжи, давай.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Бля, зараз, чат в ютубі, секунду. Братішки. Опа. Да, він на 5-му курсі. Я думав, що... Ну, просто там було, типа... Було, типу, що його розподіляли, я щось пропустив, що він 5-й курс.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities.
Ну,
like
ладно, тут
that,
факти.
inside and outside of the castle.
Трохи непривично на інгліші грати, типу, українською не було, то, можливо, дещо пропустив. Це зараз я вже зрозумів, що він на 5-й курс. Я ж не настільки жорсткий, як ви.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Звичайно, український граю. Що не забігати, господи, як же довго вони передвігаються?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Є карта. Що? Йолки! The Central Hall. Я тут, а? Мені треба Central Hall. Як, де його знайти, блядь? Погнали. Тут Quick Travel є чи що?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Прикольно, тут, типу, вони зробили Quick Travel, чи як,
You
типу,
can
через
get almost
порошок флу.
anywhere in the
Прикольно.
castle quickly from
Не тупо
Central
для
Hall.
Quick Travel, а типу, щось юзаєш для Quick Travel.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Oh, did you hear about...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Цікаво, чому буде замість.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the
Олешка,
castle.
привіт. Ну все, ПМ один в чаті.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in
У вас
one
зовсім має
piece.
світло? Типу,
Perfectly
сидиш
good
зараз...
boats and carriages to
chilишся
Hogwarts,
чи
and
чисто?
you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
А, через ОБС.
Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
А ти купив собі якесь електрохарчування?
Good luck today. And remember to
Чи чисто на
use
ноуті,
your
поки світла
field
немає?
guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see
По
if we
факту,
can't
там,
get you
типу,
to
саме приколюха в
Hogsmeade
тому,
for those
що
supplies.
щоб стрімити на Ютубі, треба отримати підтвердження, а вони, типу, присилають його там в порядку 24 годин. Тому треба, типу, було чекати. Що мені треба? Talk to Professor Fig, окей.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
А інета тобі хватає ще телефонного?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she
Приїжджай
would
в
approve
Кам'янець, і я тобі сам
of. And she
надоначу.
may feel
Щоб мені
obliged to
сумно
share
не було.
details with the headmaster that
Тільки
would
вживу
be better
донати.
left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Бля, вчора такий прикол був, у нас вчора вночі щось по вулиці пропало всюди світло, і такий мем, типа, у нас реально на півсекунди потухло, ну, на мілісекунду потухло світло, і появилось, типа, в мене камдер не потух, типу. Дивлюся, вся вулиця тупо чорна, думаю, мем. Повезло, повезло. Так, куди мені треба? The respect main quest, complete main quest will share the story, unlock new features and grant XP. Окей.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
Має
This'll be
працювати,
incredibly
але
helpful.
я
Thank you.
за цю неділю
Now,
заїбався
sounds like you've quite a day
і
ahead,
такий,
what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade
що зря
for
купляв,
supplies,
потішив себе.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information
Олівандер все
about
ще є?
our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так. Мені треба... О, майже перший левел. Квести, що тут у нас по квестам? Charm клас. Давай спочатку Charm клас. А мені треба... Тепер мені треба бігти, а зараз я не можу фаст-тревелом. Та пошло воно. Да, факт, треба буде щось купити, але, типу... Не так часто пропадає. Реально вчора, напевне, вперше за... місяць взагалі, типу, пропало. Що мені треба зробити? А, окей. Тому, поки не так критично, реально, типу, місяць взагалі навіть не виключало нічого. Так я ж хотів... Не дефенс. Ну ладно, хуй з ним.
All that happened that day, I would.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind.
Що зараз буде якийсь Вінгардіум Лівіоса? Давайте. Я готов кастувати спили.
Here.
Нема, в мене тільки, блядь, 3 спела чи 4 зараз є. Я ніхуя не можу, блядь, поки.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Можливо, якби в мене був би якийсь Oculus Rift, там, і я міг би руками там накастувати щось.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
Але в цілому, іде нормально.
I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Душніло, професор.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Accio! I know Accio!
Well,
Retard.
it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Передати? Це що треба буде? Якийсь Вінгардіум Лівіоса? Чи що це буде? Чародій, їбаний. А, це Ацьо, так. Акціо. Акіо. Окей, окей.
That is not bad.
Not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Я Dungeon Master of Hogwarts. Fucking slave. А де ще якісь спели? Давайте, мені ще щось треба. Якийсь круцо, давайте, мені треба кастувати щось.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test?
Шклунів на потоки. По ідеї, там як мінімум 2 факультета, там Gryffindor, Slytherin, а людей зовсім мало.
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Що мені треба?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charge. That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good. Points to Gryffindor.
Points to
Well,
Gryffindor!
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Давай тут дуэль лучше.
What's this?
Ніхуя собі. Другий. О, так. Ой! Блять. Сука. Та вона якась демонюга.
That is how it's done.
That's how it's done, окей. Да ти не вижиш!
Crane. Let us see this.
Ясно. Позорище! Не, я попросився, мене определила в... Как-то в ран, по-моему. Как на українському. Не помню. Ну, в общем, не в Гриффіндор, я... Навіть не надо, а зупинись! Як його зупинити? Сука. Тильт.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Так куди вже цікавіше? Я і так все просрав.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Більш того скажу, що програв дівчині, по ідеї, яка... Подивіться на неї. Вона взагалі на похері мене побіждає. Вона навіть не напрягаючись.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Accio.
Плохо. Все. Сюда його! А хто тут маг?
Excellent.
А хто тут маг?
Watch this.
Ні, думаю, що щось буде, типу, від того, якому ти... До якого ти відносиш ще там до Гриффіндору, чи до Слізерина, чи ще куди. Треба було взагалі попробувати Слізерин. Геній!
You are not making this easy for me, are you? Let us see this.
Ну я вже, по ідеї, не програю. Я вже не програю. Все, я ступанись!
That is
Блядь.
how it's done.
Ух! По ідеї, можна прям на трошки і все одно я победю. Все, і хватить. Зупинись, зупинись! Пошло воно!
Not to worry.
Ого, дуель на паличках. Я готов вирішити, хто
Very
сильніше.
good, both of you. Well done.
Бля, сирена, бля, десь опять почалась. Що, хлопаки, як вам сьогоднішні влучання в Хмельницькому? Мені кажеться, що русня підараси. О, вибачте, засуджую.
Gather your things on the way out.
Я не знаю, чи можна говорити таке на ютубі, тому засуджую.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred
Хто
here from
знає,
Wagadu just
може
before
ви
we got here.
московські
My mother
агенти,
received an
які
offer to
так і
teach
чекають,
divination
щоб
here.
мене
Before I
забанити.
knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Олешки, походу, інет відвалився, і він умер. В GTA, звісно ж.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I
Прикольно
remember
було б,
the
якби вони
first time I
показали
saw
реально
it.
ще якісь
The
інші
mist was so
школи
thick,
магії,
I could hardly
окрім
make out
Хогвартсу.
anything at all.
Типу, мені здається,
And then
в
it just
ні
materialized
в фільмах,
before me.
ні в книжках
This
не
enormous
описувалися
school
ж
that
ніякі
seemed to
інші
be floating in midair.
школи. Там показували тільки з
This may seem an odd question,
Бабатону і
but is magic
Дурфангу,
the same
але
there
в
as it is
цілому
here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn
Просто
how to
так
use a
чисто
wand
там.
when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu
коротке
uses one.
описання.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit how.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
А ну-ка.
Accio.
Може я
You'd
притягну?
be using it on clothing.
О,
to be precise,
прикол, да,
Sasha.
зможу.
You know
Сюда.
it won't work on people.
Revelio.
Є цікаве. Цікаво.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my
Я можу
grandfather.
скажу говорити?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite
Accio that.
unsafe, really.
Talk to professor.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was
Такі був урок, я б
expecting, sir.
походив би,
What
якщо чесно.
charm is there in the
Прикольно.
expected? And what a close match between
Ніяк
you
на
and
одної
Miss
сироти.
Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Окей, це ми зробили. Тепер пішли. Де хотіти?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
темних іскусств. Так, мені треба, напевно, книгу, зайти квест та взяти дефенс є. Так, що, куди нам? Сюди чи що? Ні, знизу. А чого немає цієї? Щоб мене вело? Так, я просто не туди, по-моєму, біжу. Чи туди? О, прикладеться, що тут роблять?
What are you up to now?
Це якось дуже неприємно. Що?
Protego! Revelio!
Не можеш щось зробити з цією фіготою?
Lumos! Accio!
Ні? Нічого?
Revelio!
Да, що, куди дальше? Хелс 215. Цікаво, це галіони, чи це... 52 галіони, це поїде дофіга? Чи це просто мідяки? О, подиви, стильненько. Ясно. Це про мене, це про мене. Так, і тут щось можна ще зробити, да? А, квести. Опа! Що, ми, виходить, можемо зараз зайти в гір і надіти перчаточки? Ну? Прибарахлився. Що тут? Іще щось, да? Що тут? Окей. А тут? Типу за квести получаєш всякий еквіп? Обов'язково атрибуточки чи що? Опа, зараз, походу, буде авада-кедавра.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A
Leviosa.
surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Something small? Це мій пеніс чи що? А!
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Well,
Да його. Дайте Волан-де-Морта.
very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso,
Opa!
basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
На, паскуда.
I do enjoy my duel.
How's the view?
All right, students for this adept. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Кринж.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckard.
Одни
Glad to
поинты
have the
для мене.
opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it. And a classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Нащо мені говорити з цим покидьком?
Nice work.
Якийсь
I
неприємний.
enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Думаєш, мене цей слизеринський селезень питається кудись заманити?
Till next time.
І що ми маємо? Квест пройдено. Все? Я вже попав в першу плану компанію з тобою.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be
Паша, що тут у нас
included.
таке? А, це вище. Опа, щось нове у нас. Дивимось. О, давай сходимо, чо ні? Давай, не... Карта мені... Йолки. Куда я біжу вообще, маю бігти? Ага, є, ладно. Да, 60 іноді просідає до 45. Ну, десь, ну, в цілому, в середньому у мене 60 FPS.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Actually,
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Так. Ну давайте, давайте.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Це щось типа як в Вічері. Цей? Кулачні бої?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Опа.
That's all you've got?
Protego!
Вам пізда щас, блядь, буде, чи що?
There goes my way.
Я помню, що прибулять. Сука, мене поїбали. Так і знав, Паша, що це до добра не доведе.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Давайте ще раз.
Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Я щось неправильно роблю, видно.
Protego! Accio.
Leviosa. The winner. Expulso.
Ringo. Leviosa.
Accio.
Ringo.
Leviosa.
Сюда їх.
Protego.
Вовпок єбаний, Протего не можу спрацювати. Та блядь! Та суки!
That looks painful.
Давайте ще один раунд. Я навчусь зараз дефатись. Треба нормально, блядь, нажимати кнопку, блядь.
Don't count me out yet.
Дефу.
Brilliant.
А, похую, давай, погнали.
Leviosa.
Охуеть.
Protego.
Expulso.
Stupid one. Bingo.
Expulso.
Та ти заїбеш, шлюха пога... Та як же вони заєбали, блядь, душити мене.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
The one.
Protego.
Expulso.
Confringo.
Ти хочеш зі мною подратися? Ти хочеш зі мною подратися? Заходи і подеремося, давай! Давай!
Care
На
to try another
паличках.
round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant.
Та давайте побідю зараз їх.
Protego. Leviosa.
Expulso.
Блядь, надо, блядь.
Stupid one. Leviosa. Confringo.
Expulso.
Stupid one. Is that all you...
А чого на ФК стоїть це парень?
Leviosa. Confringo. Protego.
Короче, блядь, сложно. Я взяв сложну, саму високу, і тут, оказується, не дуже легко. Зовсім не дуже легко.
Care to try another round?
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant.
Перше, наверное, не треба, коли багато цих, коли багато цілей, то бажано, наверно, не фокуситися на одному, а бити по всім.
Stupid one. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo.
Отак от, отак от.
Expulso.
Отак от.
Leviosa.
Да, тебе сила. Туда його. Опа! Братишка, вот так вот, я уже все понял.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me
Що, Паша,
later.
коли в Кам'янець?
I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
А, тут зразу можна раунд 1? Чи це з ними тут зразу? Відразу можна, чи що? А, ні, не йде. Найобка, трьохйобка. А що Віка не може дозріти? А тебе тормозить? Оп! Бля! Просто охуенно! Бля, оце я понімаю маг. Чисто кайф. Так, що він зробив? Квести. Погнали в мапу. Сука, такий мем. Ой, бля, пиздець. Ей, виходь давай.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Ой, бля, це такий мем, пиздець. Ну, чисто шарфік такий, перчаточки і кожана кепка. Ну, тільки що замок взагалі не маленький. Посиділи би, я щось би приготовив би вам би, що ти посиділи би, поїли би. Подивились би, що тебе, блядь, не знаю, така скука, що пизда. В цьому КП взагалі нема що робити. Що, на після уроків? О, лобі!
I was thinking the same thing.
На мінімалках.
Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Dick.
Добі, Дік! Ой, Ельф Дік! Вибачте. Ой.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Віка, та приїжджай без неї.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
Кидай її, Віку, вона реально useless. Покуримо кальян.
Mentioning only a few spells.
Приготовлю їду.
Was it?
Розпалю
And
камін.
That's correct, Professor.
I see.
І включу повне електроживлення. Можеш навіть з ноутом приїжджати. Їбать, там будеш тут живитися.
Regardless, you must
Але ж,
continue to
блядь,
build
посиди
upon
зі
what
мною.
you've
Мені так
learned.
скучно, що пиздець.
In that regard, I've asked your professor.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Факти. А зараз ви що, ніхуя не робите, не ходите нікуди?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects.
А що, Віка, таке
I shall explain
работає
more
десь
about
там
them when you begin
в
working
товарах
with
побутових
transfiguration magic.
в магазі, чи де?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Кайф.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is
Конечно,
one of
знать
our
не
most
будет.
talented
Пиздец. Я шо,
students.
какой-то...
And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right-hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Бля, ну, графік, конечно, типу, по 12 часов майже 3 на 1. І що, нормально справляється? Нормально?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
А в отпуск ще не може йти?
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
І що я можу зробити? Тебе якісь? Ну, просто, окей. Ага, вот до мене скіли. Це що у нас таке? Люмос. У мене більше нічого немає, да? Забідно.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Accio! Levioso!
Like the flying page in the defense again. І дай тут flying page. А, о. І що мені робити?
Accio!
А, окей, понял. Окей.
A flying page must be around here
Я
somewhere.
бачу.
Levioso! Accio! Brilliant!
Я.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Пішов нахуй. Йобнешся. Я зафейлив все. А. Давай, давай, давай! Давай, давай, давай! Сюда його. Припара!
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps the jilted lover.
Ну і хто тут геніальний маг? Я? Чи оці от утирки? Слухай, я дивлюся зараз себе на екрані на телефоні. Ну, на телефоні воно більше підвисає чомусь через, може через OBS чи через що. Більше фріза йде, чи в мене. Ні, треба шапку взяти, це невозможно дивитися, звісно. Все, нічого нового. Вроді би ж достав тільки що. Ладно, окей. А що це таке?
Protego!
Ой, Protego.
Lumos! Revelio!
Десь не вище. А де тут що є?
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate... If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Це що таке?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Levioso!
Accio.
Lumos.
Reparo!
Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
4 more? for more. Сюди.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Ага, бачу ще одну. Ага, бачу ще одну. Куди йди? Куди йди?
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Мені кажется, зараз десь хтось мені пизде за це. Якась бібліотекарша. Тікаємо, поки не напиздили.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books,
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work out, perhaps I should start. Thank goodness some people are trusting.
This cannot.
І знову квест? Да стільки можна. Що я підібрав? І? А де що тут? Найобка, льойобка.
Difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Protego! Lumos! That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
No. Was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Це, навірно, що?
Levioso! Lumos! Accio! Reparo! Revelio!
Наїбало.
Levioso! Lumos! Reparo! Let's get you back to your frame mission. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Protego! Lumos!
Опа, сюди. І що дальше? І що далі? Назад.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Так, я тут бачу, щось літало. Де моя? Ага, от.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
I found the location.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for... Well, I'm glad someone...
Это все понятно.
The moth! I should have seen that.
Іди подивись, дівчино, іди подивись. Так, пішов я робити завдання. Я 4-й левел, не хочу собі.
Protego! Revelio! Reparo! Levioso! Lumos!
Ничего не происходит, окей.
Revelio!
И тоже ничего не происходит. Опа, а вот и привод.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Reparo! Lumos! Protego! Revelio!
Не понял, что работает. Ну, и что дальше? И что далее?
Revelio! Lumos! Lumos! Revelio! Reparo!
Ладно, пошло нахуй. Непонятно пока.
Levioso! Reparo! Accio! Lumos! Protego! Revelio!
Опа, что это произошло? Туда его. Хорошо.
Hello, looking for me?
Level lock. О, тут еще что-то есть.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Pam.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I
Надеюсь, вона не
intend to
буде
give you
моєю
a first-rate
основною
Hogsmeade
подружкою. Я хочу
experience.
таку подружку, як Герміона Грейнджер. Сексапільну, пожалуйста. І Рона Візлі друга, щоб на його фоні виділятися, щоб я був сексапільним. О! Виглядає красиво.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Виглядає, конечно.
Really?
Yes. I
Not
had
bad,
planned
not
to
bad.
extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really
Вот
call
да,
it
така собі,
elective
конечно.
when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Не дуже. Ну-ка. Settings. Ну-ка, попробуем збільшити фпсики. О, ну. Ну-ка.
Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not go off around.
Levioso!
Ніхуя не да? На людей кастувати. І ладно.
Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
І що ми? Пошли далі.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
По-моєму, мені кажеться, що в Хогвартсі так от гіпогрифи би не літали би.
Absolutely.
Бля, красиво виглядить.
Likely already named them too.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors
Protego!
it's too dangerous.
Lumos!
I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Бля, до Хогсміда подати рукою, якщо чесно, типу. Типу реально метрів 500-600. Я щось думав, до Хогсміду там треба добиратися подовгу, там пару кілометрів, типу, там на якихось каретах. Тудим-сюдим.
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
Мені кажеться, що вона говорить з акцентом.
Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and
Ну, поки мій єдиний глядач.
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
Давай.
What did Mr. Moon?
Гарного дня.
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Ладно, наверное, тоже треба поработать трохи еще. Сохранюсь. Було. Фанні. Опа, що то є. Гір. Опа, нові перчаточки. Шерстяні. Сука. А ну-ка, стоп, тут ще щось, я мене повідає гір. Тут є, тут є, тут є. Бля, щось мав бути подіби ще щось. Ну ладно. Не, пише, що щось є. Де? Алло! Що за наєбалово? Не, случайно! Блядь, тільки дестрой, блядь. Наїбалово. Не прочитав, що написано, блядь. Ладно, сохраняться надо, блядь. Хорошо. Ой.